Yo, what's up everyone, it's Raja, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of cookies. Now, before your mind wanders to those delicious chocolate chip cookies, we're actually talking about something different. Those tiny text files that websites drop on your device every time you visit them. We're going to break down what these digital cookies actually are, why they even exist, and most importantly, how hackers can weaponize them to steal your information. You with me? Let's get started. Alright, so let's get right to it. What exactly are cookies? Imagine a website as this super complex machine with tons of moving parts, right? Cookies are like sticky notes that jot down information about you. When you visit a website, it gives you a cookie with basic info. This could be language settings, shopping cart items, or login info. There are different types of cookies. First-party cookies are created by the website you're on. Third-party cookies are created by advertisers to track you. That's how targeted ads follow you around the internet. Cookies aren't inherently bad. The issue is when hackers exploit them to steal your data. Let's talk about session IDs, a specific type of cookie that's like your temporary pass while you're browsing a website. Think of it like this. You walk into a club, and the bouncer hands you a wristband. That wristband tells everyone inside that you're good to go. That's kind of what a session ID does. It tells the website server you're active. Super useful for online shopping. But hackers can steal your session ID. They can access your account and make purchases. Okay, let's talk about something even more sensitive: login credentials. These are like the keys to your digital kingdom, giving you access to your online accounts, your personal information, and sometimes even your finances. Now, most websites are pretty smart about it. They don't store your actual passwords directly in cookies. Instead, they use these complex algorithms to encrypt your password and turn it into this jumbled mess of characters that would make your head spin. But here's the catch. Some websites, especially older ones or those with weaker security, might not be as careful. They might store your login credentials in plain text within cookies, which is a huge no-no. If a hacker gets their hands on these cookies, they basically hit the jackpot. This is why it's so important to be mindful of where you're entering your login info. Chapter 4. Personal information, your digital footprint. You know how people say we leave a digital footprint everywhere we go online? Well, cookies play a big part in that. It's not just your login info that's at stake here. Some websites store other bits and pieces of your personal information in cookies too. This could be your name, your address, your phone number, even your birthday. Basically, anything you've ever entered into a website form. Now, to be fair, a lot of this information is used to personalize your experience, but it also means that this information is potentially vulnerable to cookie theft. That's why it's crucial to be mindful of the information you share online and to regularly clear your cookies, especially from websites you don't fully trust. Chapter 5. Tracking data, the Silent Stalker. Let's talk about tracking cookies, the silent stalkers of the internet. These are the ones that collect data about your browsing habits, the websites you visit, the products you view, even the searches you make. It's like having someone looking over your shoulder as you browse the web, taking notes on your every move. Now, I know what you're thinking, this sounds super invasive. And honestly, it kind of is. While tracking cookies themselves aren't typically used to steal your identity or financial information, they can still feel like a breach of privacy. Chapter 6. Man-in-the-middle MITM attacks, eavesdropping on your connection. Let's talk about man-in-the-middle attacks, or MITM attacks. Imagine sending a private message, but someone is secretly intercepting it. That's what an MITM attack is like, but with your sensitive data. Hackers exploit vulnerabilities in public Wi-Fi networks. They insert themselves into your connection like a digital eavesdropper. If they snag your session ID, they can impersonate you online. Chapter 7. Cross-site scripting, or XSS, is a fancy way of saying hackers injecting malicious code into legitimate websites to steal your cookies. Think of it like this. You're at a restaurant, and you order a delicious-looking cake. But what you don't know is that someone tampered with it in the kitchen, slipping in something harmful without changing its appearance. That's kind of what XSS is like. Hackers slip malicious code into a website's backend, and when you visit that site, boom! Your browser unknowingly runs that code, potentially giving hackers access to your cookies. This malicious code can do all sorts of nasty things. The scary part is, you might not even realize you've been hit by an XSS attack. Chapter 8. Cookie Theft Tools, the Hacker's Arsenal. Let's face it, hackers have a whole arsenal of tools at their disposal, and some of them are specifically designed to steal your cookies. These tools often target public Wi-Fi networks, where data is often transmitted less securely. One such tool is called Firesheep. It's like a digital net that hackers can cast on a public Wi-Fi network to capture any unencrypted cookies that are being transmitted. Now, before you panic, Firesheep itself isn't inherently malicious, but the reality is, it can be used for malicious purposes, allowing hackers to easily snag cookies containing your login credentials, session IDs, and other sensitive data. Another common method hackers use is called cookie injection. Chapter 9. Malware, the silent data thief. Malware is malicious software designed to wreak havoc and steal your data, including your cookies. Think of it like a thief sneaking into your house and swiping your valuables. There are many types of malware, each with its own sneaky way of infecting your devices. You could get it from clicking a malicious link, downloading an infected file, or visiting a compromised website. Once on your system, malware can do all sorts of nasty things. It can steal your cookies, giving hackers access to your online accounts and personal information. Chapter 10. Poor security websites dropping the ball. Sometimes it's not even hackers that we have to worry about. Sometimes it's the websites themselves that are putting our data at risk through poor security practices. It's like leaving your front door wide open and wondering why things keep getting stolen. One common mistake some websites make is not properly encrypting the data they collect, including cookies. Encryption is like putting your valuables in a safe. It makes it way harder for hackers to make sense of the data, even if they manage to steal it. Another issue is weak password policies. So, there you have it, the good, the bad, and the ugly of cookies. Remember, cookies themselves aren't inherently bad. In fact, they make our online experience way smoother. But, it's crucial to be aware of the potential risks, and to take steps to protect your digital footprint. Use strong, unique passwords for all your online accounts, be cautious about the information you share online, and for goodness sake, avoid logging into sensitive accounts on public Wi-Fi networks. And hey, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more tech deep dives, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. Let's all stay safe out there in the digital world.